Hello and welcome to Galactic Sun Energy Readings. It's been a while. It's Tasha here. My name's Natasha. Hello and welcome. This is Galactic Sun Energy Readings. I've been off air for about a month, I think. I had some technical difficulties with my computer. One thing and another anyway. And I was actually at a point where I was going to not come back. I was actually questioning whether I should come back. I was actually questioning whether that was a sign from the universe that I should just stop, because I'm finding it very difficult to grow this channel, okay? Although I'm putting my whole heart into it, it's just not growing, and I was just sort of reevaluating what I'm doing there. And then as it goes, somebody that I admire very much, somebody whose work I admire very much and who I respect, I won't name drop, came in and gave me some real love and support and a real big boost, and it's enabled me to get the problem sorted with the recording on my laptop. Actually, when I tried to sort it out, it was really easy to sort out, where 3 weeks, a month ago when I tried to sort it out, it was beyond me. So I took that as the actual sign from the universe to get back on it. So I'm back, my darlings, and I hope you're all well, and I hope you've all been enjoying solstice season. It's been an intense time, as it always is, but a wonderful time as well. I hope you're all enjoying Cancer season, the crab season of the crab, and happy birthday to all my fellow crabs. I myself have had my birthday on the 22nd of June. Thank you so much to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. If you want to do something nice for me for my birthday, please subscribe and hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Thank you so much. So I'm thrilled to bits to be back today. I could have come back. We went off for a minute then. I wanted to come back a couple of weeks ago, but a couple of days ago, but I've come down with one of my legendary headaches after coming out of the full moon. Just a minute, my loves, let me just plug the charger in. The last thing we want now is to run out of power. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we've just come out of full moon in Capricorn, in Cancer season, full supermoon. It was pretty intense, I have to say. I've had quite a rough ride over the last couple of days, but I've also had some amazing experiences, some amazing uploads. It's been amazing, to be honest with you, but only today have I been in a fit state to do any actual, what we call, work in this dimension. So, I hope you're all well. Now, today is Thursday. We're in a quincunx today with Mercury and Chiron. Chiron is the planet of healing, of the healer, the sign of the healer, the wounded healer. And it's in a quincunx with Mercury. So that's all about communication. So this would be a day where possibly somebody might reach out to you for help. Somebody might need you to be there for them in some way, even in just like having a chat. They might be going through a thing with their health worries and things like that, or it might just be a time where you yourself need to communicate what your health and body needs right now, maybe to your family members, so they understand what you're going through. Perhaps they don't understand why you've been quiet, or they haven't seen you or whatever, and you haven't been very well and you need to communicate there. Maybe you need to sit down and actually discuss it with a professional medical person as well, okay, and get that sorted out. It's also, I feel like I'm being shown as well, I'm really feeling the energy of communicating with yourself, because I've had a lot of that in the last couple of days, communicating with my higher self while I was in the throes of migraine, while I was in the throes of no man's land laying there. A lot of stuff coming in, a lot of communication with the higher self about how to do things differently in more healthy, efficient, beneficial ways. So all of the above really, and it'll hit you in different ways as we go along, yeah. Also, we've come into a Pisces day today. So I'm sure we were in the Pisces energy the last reading I done, so that's gone a full circle. So this will be probably quite a deep read. So let's get into it. I'm really looking forward to it anyway. I've really taken great care to choose, via using the pendulum, what card sets wanted to come in today, and it's an unusual mixture once again, okay? So let's see what's coming in for us. let's call in nothing but the highest vibration of love, and only love, as we always do here on this channel. Nothing but the highest vibration of love and compassion for ourselves, for the beautiful planet that we live on, for Mother Gaia, for all that is, for all of the planets and all of the cosmos and all of the universe, all of the life we've yet to understand, all the beautiful species of plants, animals and otherwise on this planet that we share this beautiful planet with. They're our teachers and guides. Nothing but the highest vibe of love and compassion, and so it is, so it is, so it is. Okay, my darlings. So, yeah, like I say, welcome. This reading's for everyone. It's a collective reading. You don't need to be a particular star sign or star seed even, or any of that. You just need to be open and fully present and receive some healing from it as it's intended, okay? You might find it really resonates very strongly with you. You might not find that it resonates strongly with you. Not every reading that you flick on YouTube is going to resonate with you, and that's fine. You might just enjoy the healing sort of energy of it anyway, and please consider yourself in a very safe space when you come here onto this channel and sit with me for sure, okay? So the first one's coming in, as we always have. I don't even ask the pendulum about this particular set, as you know by now if you follow me, because this particular set is the set that it's always, let's just put a long story short, let's just say it's always going to be around this one, okay? It's the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and there we go, and we're out. The weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. Okay, beautiful. Okay, because like I say, we're coming out of that Capricorn full moon in season of Cancer energy, okay? And this Capricorn full moon, I mean, Capricorn does talk about authority, it does talk about the old school way of doing things, it does talk about pretty much what we're seeing crumbling in the world out there is very Capricorn. Structure, top-down authority, that kind of thing, okay? And literally, it's falling apart. The old way, the old world that we were born into is now falling apart, and we are co-creating a new world. It's pretty heavy stuff, and of course we feel it, and of course we all feel it on different levels, you know. It's very, very heavy stuff. So let's get into this reading and see what else is coming in. Let's just get all the cards out first and then go in with the energy. This is the Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. Another little oracle set. Okay, so let's see what's coming in with these booties. Okay. Because I feel like that has been very heavy. And of course, like we always teach here as well, what comes in on the macrocosm to be healed. So what we're seeing out there in the world that needs to be healed is also things that we can heal on the microcosm in our daily lives. And that can feel, I mean, you know, your own, there's nothing heavier than your own personal SHIT that you need to change and let go of. And I think that's a very Capricorn thing. It's very difficult to sort of let go of those old structures, those old ways that you've been doing things for so long, okay? Because they may have served you for a long time. Again, a very heavy energy here. They may have served you for a very, very long time, and that is to be respected for sure. But they're not needed where we're going. It's shown, all right? They're certainly not needed where we're going, and the quicker we can heal those things that about us that need to go, that we're stubbornly holding on to, that's holding us back, the quicker the whole planet can upgrade and heal, because it's happening whether we like it or not. But we can make it faster or slower by our attitudes, by our old-fashioned ways of doing things, stubbornly refusing to see, etc. Okay, because of course what we want to incorporate is the beautiful qualities of Capricorn, which are hardworking, reliable, organised, you know, and all of that kind of thing. But let's apply it to less like control, because it's a very controlling energy, and it's one letting go of that side of it right now. These ones did not want to play then, but now here we go. Okay, Snow Angel. The signs are with you already. I love that it's the Snow Angel as well, because that is very wintry. And yeah, we're in midsummer. And like I say, yeah, it's the Cancer season. Okay, season of the crab, high summer. But we've got the Capricorn moon, and the Capricorn sign obviously comes in the winter. So Snow Angel is perfect. Capricorn energy. Okay, let's balance this energy. Because obviously, the same as when the Capricorn season comes around, it's time for the Cancer moon. It's about balancing the opposites. It's another example of how cosmos, how nature, how all of this stuff takes care of us, okay? We couldn't have Cancer season and have a Cancer full moon. It would be too, it would be chaos. It has to be this way. It's a lesson for us to see that the opposite thing to us is in fact reflected in us, reflected off us, balanced by us, and that we each hold the seed of each other as well. So there's all sorts of lessons in that, within that juxtapose of energy. And it is a juxtapose, it's day and night, you know, but it's also teaching us that you know, this universe was never, this world we live in was never meant to be a dualistic world. It was never meant to be a dualistic world. At some point it split and split and split and fractaled and carried on splitting until we've got all this division. And what we're trying to raise you on this channel for sure is unity consciousness. So what it teaches us actually is that we're the same, even though we're different, we're the same. It's a polarity, it's not a division, it's a polarity, which means you're still the same thing but you're on a different side of it, and that is exactly as it should be, because that's exactly what nature needs, that's exactly what humanity needs, and that's exactly what we all need to progress in life as much as we in a healthy and balanced way as we possibly can. So let's see what else is coming in here. Dark Moon Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, astrology cards wanted to come in. I love these cards so much. Look at that. Two came in, and one was the Capricorn card. You could not write it, you could not make it up, and it says I use. Okay, all of the different signs within this deck have got different I structures. So for instance, the Cancer one says I feel, and the Capricorn one is I use, and there's various different ones. Okay, and then we've got the Yod, and the Yod is destiny. Okay, and we'll talk about those in a minute. Perfect. And relay energy. Okay. And then we want a Kuan Yin. She's going to come in with our beautiful feminine Cancerian energy now, if anyone is. Balance this right out. Also, that's got a lot of water in there. She's laying back on like an ocean. So there's a lovely balance here already, and we haven't even got properly stuck it in yet. Okay then, Kuan Yin. Divine Mother. Let's see what she's got for us. Soft energy there. It's like a big sigh of relief, and taking a proper breath with it, and I'm being very drawn to pay attention to how I'm breathing right now. Just enjoying the fragrance coming off my oil burner there as well. There's some spearmint in there right now. It's absolutely beautiful. It doesn't hit you over the head as much as a peppermint smell. It's got the spearmint's got that softer energy to it. Just be ready to appreciate that for a minute. Okay, who's coming in for Kuan Yin, please? Coming in for Kuan Yin today. Okay, there she is. You're the Yellow Tiger Mother. Wow, how beautiful. I haven't seen this one before yet. She's playing that lute around the back of her head like Jimi Hendrix. Look at that. Wow. I haven't looked at that one at all before, but how beautiful and fierce and feminine is that? And we'll come and have a look at that in a minute. And anything else that wanted to come out today was Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Absolutely loving this tarot set. It's so magical. So magical. It's beautiful. I'm only just getting into it, and oh my goodness, I'm on such a journey with it already. Okay. And these were donated to me by a very kind soul who follows the channel. And hello, my lovely, how are you? Whose birthday it is today, actually. Happy birthday, you know who you are. Yeah. So I should make a little dedication of this actual show to you, my love, and happy birthday. Actually sent me these recently. Much appreciated. If you'd like to donate me some cards or donate me any sort of spiritual tools at all to use, I'll be over the moon. Just get in touch and I'll let you know where to send stuff. That always makes my day. Obviously that's just such a bonus from the universe to be in touch with each and every one of you, and to connect to your energy is nothing but a privilege, a joy. So, okay. Wow, look at this guy. No idea what he's all about. We'll have a look when we get into it, but will you just look at him for a minute? Seriously. Wow. Okay, wow, look at him. Okay, we'll put him over here by Yod, I think. Okay. And then we got an angel blessing, and then we got the Arcanum Tarot to define it at the end, okay? So let's just take out this angel blessing card and let's just have a little read of what's going on here. And then we'll clarify with the Arcanum Tarot at the end. Okay, Angel Blessing Oracle cards. I've had these guys for so long. Soul and Spirit magazine, probably around about, I don't know, probably the best part of 20 years ago or something. They're marvellous though, they are really good. If they brought them out in a proper deck with the bigger illustration, in a bigger size where you could see the art on, I'd be one of the first people to buy it, honestly. It is such a lovely little bag, and the art is absolutely beautiful, the energy is absolutely beautiful. Okay, there we are. Tree of Life. We are all individual expressions of the same source energy and embrace your uniqueness. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's not about division, it's about unity, okay? It's okay for Cancer to be, you know, the sunshine sign, and to be, you know, the one that's all about, you know, that Cancerian energy, that ocean energy. And it's okay for Capricorn to be the Capricorn energy, and to be all about the winter, and to be all about the earth. Because do you know what? It's all amazing. It's all amazing in its season, and it all needs each other, and it all feeds each other. I love that. Perfect for us. Put it right in the middle there to unify everything. Okay, so let's go in. What did we get? We got Weight of the World from Rebecca Campbell. Let's have a quick look at that one. I don't remember looking at it in the past. I'm sure I have looked at it, but Weight of the World, boundaries, let go, it's not yours to carry. Yeah, we've had this one many times to work with now I'm looking at it. So she's led back there in that beautiful ocean, very Cancerian energy, very of the season, okay? You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. The card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put your own oxygen mask first. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of old energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. But the way you've been doing it is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as a meditation, a soul inquiry, some deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning if you so choose, to give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. What are you carrying that's not even yours? There's the soul inquiry on there. What are you carrying that's not even yours? I bet it's a lot more than you think it is. Do you really think and feel into that for a minute? I love this one, and I do remember getting this one quite a lot at the beginning when we were using this oracle set, and it's just, as I've read it out, it's a beautiful energy because I'm being shown how far I've come on that journey. And I remember saying to you guys, and I used to wear myself out regularly, and I'd stumble on to do the readings, and my energy would be all over the shop. And you'd be getting in touch with me and going, oh my goodness, are you alright and everything? And I wouldn't be alright because I wouldn't have looked after myself, because instead of doing what I've done, for instance, this week, which is make sure I'm well first, and that was a lot of the download I was getting yesterday and today, where I told you I was having my migraine and I was in my hinterland with it, was that I need to heal myself, and I need to learn to heal myself before I can even think about coming in and just holding space for other people to heal. Okay. That's a lesson that I'm still learning, that I'll continue to learn, but wow, I feel like I've come away with it, and I hope that you have too. And if you haven't, this is just a very gentle reminder to start doing that, because this is important stuff, okay? And at the minute, I mean, it's non-stop. It's non-stop, the people that want to tell you, and I get this a lot as well. I like to watch the news and digest what's going on with the horror of the world in my own time and space. Otherwise I get really overwhelmed, right? But as soon as you sort of make a boundary to do that, you'll find everyone's charging towards you going, oh, have you seen what they've done now? Do you know what's going on now? Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Have you seen what's going on with Putin? Have you seen what's going on with... And you're like, it's not that I don't care, it's just that I need to do it in my own time, and I need to do it when I'm feeling stable and strong first, okay? Hydrated and not overtired, and all of those things, okay? It's just about sort of integrating each thing. There's plenty of time, there's no rush. It's not all of ours to carry anyway. The only thing that we've got to carry is sorting ourselves out. It is literally, that is it. That is the work. That's the work. Okay, it took me years to figure this out. I was saying to somebody the other day, when I was younger, I was all up for going on anti-war rallies and marching and flying the flag for this and that, and it's like, not saying we shouldn't be doing that either. I'm not saying that. If that's where you feel your energy needs to be getting behind things like that, then all power to you. In fact, I'm all for standing up for our rights, but what I've come to realise is, do you know what? This is where I have the power. The power that I have is right here, right now, in this moment. And instead of running myself ragged, what about sorting your own SHIT out, okay? It is ours to carry, in a sense, that weight of the world. It is our responsibility, but how we deal with our responsibility isn't by wearing ourselves out, making ourselves unstable, and therefore more susceptible to the brainwashing and the BS that's flying about out there, because that's what it'll do. Only when we're in a stable, strong and healthy place. And I always spout on about this, but it's so important because it's a hard lesson that I've had to learn and keep learning, and that's why I share it with you guys. It sounds boring. It's like when people sign up for spiritual work, they want the sensation, they want the, not everyone, not you guys, but it tends to be a thing of people want the sensation, they want fireworks, they want lightning bolts, they want all of that, you know. And it's not, it's more about practical, everyday looking after yourself. Levels of looking after yourself are so important when you're doing the spiritual work, okay? So just remembering that the weight of the world isn't yours to carry, and that it's okay for us to have some boundaries, okay? In fact, it's imperative. absolutely imperative. If we're going to upgrade, if we're going to hear the guidance that's going to come through from your spirit guides, if you want to really hear clearly what the next step you should be taking is, or how you should be navigating a situation is, then you're only going to find that by following the advice in that card there. Okay, enough said. Snow Angel, number 4 in the, where is it? Oracles of Shadow and Light. Number 4. Where is she? Don't think I've ever had this one before, the Snow Angel one. So this will be fun. She's gorgeous. It says the signs are with you already. Well, we are. So we're asking for signs, we're asking for guidance, and they're with us already. We just haven't slowed down probably enough to listen to them. Okay, here we go. Let's find out. This angel is one of many beings assigned to humanity to carve out signs in the most stark and lifeless of places. She leaves signs for those who cannot see and shapes them again and again until one day those who deny she is watching over them finally wake up. It is at that moment she can move on to another charge. By acknowledging her protection, you set her free and release her many blessings to others to many benefit. Look around you now for signs of her presence. Even in the snows of winter and the harsh desert sands, she has made her presence felt. It is your blindness and your unwillingness to see that holds you back, not life itself. Open your eyes to the presence of Snow Angel and of all angels and feel their blessings and begin to live life anew. Oh, I love that. The Snow Angel speaks. She says, there, if you miss that sign, I really don't know what will convince you. Maybe I should just stand here a while and wait till you notice me, point to the sign, flap my wings, and then you'll believe that it's really a sign. I leave signs for all to see, clear indicators of my presence, and even make my shape in this cold snow. But again and again you ask, where are my angels? And here I am. I will continue to leave my mark in the snow, with a feather fallen from the sky, in the gentle voice that speaks to you at night, and even in the gentle prod I may give to you from behind. But stop asking for signs. You have received so very many, and none of them will ever be seen or acknowledged until you are willing to believe that we are always here with you. Okay, it says, you have already received very definite and clear signs, ones that you have asked for over and over again. The Snow Angel will reply again, but it is the message you are refusing to hear, not her presence, that is denied you. It is your own fear and attachment to hesitating that keeps you on pause. It is time to see what has already been shown to you and to take action immediately without hesitation. The Snow Angel has shown you so very clearly that you are protected and cared for now. It is time for you to do exactly that for yourself. And yes, you can open up your senses to angelic guidance. Well, thank you, Spirit, so much for that, because it's exactly the energy there. That just segues beautifully onto that. That's exactly the energy that I'm getting now, and I feel really light and beautiful as well. So thank you for that, Spirit. Is that taking care of, this is the sign. This is the sign. Taking care of yourself is going to open you up to be able to see those signs so much more clearly and to understand them, and not just to see them. It's not enough to see them. We have to act on them. We have to be able to interpret them and act on them without like anxiety overload as well. Just letting it be all one thing, an organic thing of, oh, there's a sign, there's a prompt from Spirit. Oh, well, perhaps the prompt is just to take care of yourself for now, or drink more water or something simple like that, you know. We're talking about health issues at the beginning, coming into the energy today, with Chiron and the quincunx with Mercury and everything. So it's, you know, whatever it is that your body's telling you need to do more of. Sleeping patterns might be coming to the fore at the minute. We're in Pisces for a couple of days. Whatever it is, those are the things you need to do. Those are signs from Spirit, and those are things that are going to bring you closer to Spirit and closer to receiving more signs and more ways to move forward in your life. That's not just going to benefit yourself, it's going to benefit everyone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy there. Okay, what came in after that was Capricorn and Yod from the Black Moon Astrology. Okay, Capricorn just came in there just to show us the Spirit's working through this reading, I believe, as I say, we're just coming out of that Capricorn full moon energy, and that's just Spirit's way of showing us that they're present in this reading today. Okay, obviously ruled by Saturn, yeah. Right, I'll just read this little bit for you so as we can understand. Okay, ruled by Saturn, personified by the goat that climbs the steepest cliffs to gain worldly success, Capricorn is a resourceful sign, which is a wonderful thing, yeah. And those under its influence long for power and prestige. There is no one more ambitious than a Capricorn, and they really do want to take the world by the horns. And a Capricorn, if you look at the deep astrology, because this is not to have a go at people under the sign of Capricorn at all. We've all got different things that we're working on, whatever anyway. But if you look at the deep astrology right now, Capricorn has ruled over a lot of the old structures and ruled over civilization and ruled over a lot of the events that have been going on in the world that we've witnessed for so long, and that is why it's falling apart right now. It is an energy that holds on and holds on and holds on when it should have let go. And why that can be a good thing right now with what we're seeing in the world playing out around us is it's letting go, it's falling away. If you want to have more insight into what I'm chatting about there, because that is really deep subject, but it is so fascinating, please check out Pam Gregory Astrology. Not Pamela Gregory, that's a fake account, it's Pam Gregory, on YouTube, and just listen to her talk about it, and she'll help you to make a total sense about everything that's going on with the deep astrology on a bigger scale. So we're coming out of it now. We're letting go, we're letting go of that energy. We're coming into it's coming in through the filter of Cancer season as well, don't forget. So it's coming in through that. If I want to say intuition, I want to talk about intuition for a minute. It's like as if we intuitively know, each one of us has that streak of, oh, well, I'm doing it this way, well, I'm doing it my way, well, of course, and that rigid sort of energy, we've all got it somewhere within us, whatever area of life it falls in, whatever part of your chart it falls in, whatever house it falls in within. It doesn't matter. You don't even perhaps need to look that close at it. You know intuitively through that Cancer intuition, that filter of Cancer now, you know intuitively that there's parts of you that hold on very tightly. And again, it's reflected in Cancer, because Cancer can do the same thing. We've got those pincers and we hold on and we hold on and we don't let go once we've got hold of something, and it's asking us where we can let go. It's asking us where we can finally let go, because we're holding on to something there that's just draining us. It could be anything. It could be a lot of things in your life. It could be just little things that are going to make a bigger difference. But you'll know what it is. Just wanted to bring that in, my loves. Number 48. The odds. What does this one say? I've never looked at this one before. If I know. The odd is an area of fate in your chart, and maybe not a particular favourite of ours. It's known as the finger of God. They call it the finger of God, right? Only because I've listened to Pam Gregory talk about it, but I kind of know what it is now. Right, so this is where there's disruption at work. It points at what's disruptive. Exactly what I've just said. So again, these cards have a magical way of tying up everything that's coming through for me, and thank you to Spirit so much. It's the finger of God, and it'll point at what. So it's coming with Capricorn there. It's coming with that Capricorn full moon energy. So the finger of God is pointing at what we need to release, what we need to let go of, what we need to stop being quite so stubborn about and control freaky about, and whatever that is. And only you'll know what that is. It's different for everyone, but by working on our own thing on a micro level like that, that's going to affect the greater whole. And don't think for 1 minute that it don't. Don't think for 1 minute that that doesn't change the vibration of the whole planet and all of humanity and evolution, because it really, really does. Okay, it absolutely does. I'm so loving that. Has to say anything else there for that yard energy? Wow. It always brings the whole reading together, those cards. It blows my mind, because I'm not a person who has a huge wealth of knowledge on deep astrology, you know. It's like, you don't need to just you don't need to just trust us and give these a little shuffle. Oh, interestingly, so I'm just looking, because there's a whole load of stuff here and it's too much to read out, and I've just had my eyes drawn to this particular paragraph to read out for you, and it says, at times when a yard card turns up, there will be health issues that need to be dealt with and solved before moving forward. And isn't that what we came in with at the preamble? Exactly. It is spooky how these things come together. Okay, so if you are facing anything like that, health issues, please consult a professional medical person. And sending you all the love and all the light. Obviously look up your holistic remedies as well, because you'll be amazed what you can find there that'll work for you. And sending you all of the love. Okay, and I know myself, I've had to deal with getting myself to feel a bit better before I could come in and do anything before moving forward. Okay. Okay, so we're sacrificing on this path as well. When the odd shows up, it's about sacrificing, and not just one thing, but several things. But we'll be sacrificing those old school stubborn ways that served you really well in the past, that did serve you really well. But right now, it's just not for you anymore. Okay, we're in a new world. We're co-creating a new world. So is it any wonder that we're being asked to let go? Okay, that our bodies are screaming at us, our souls are screaming at us to let go of old ways that we used to do things that were brilliant for a long time, but now it's just not working. It's making us ill or depleting us in some way. Okay. Excuse me. I'm a little bit hay-fevery, as most of us are at the minute. Okay, needing to make adjustments and being inventive and being unique, having a special purpose, trusting all will work out as it is meant to. The eventual success of destiny and fate. That's been on my mind a lot lately, actually. The word pronoia apparently is the opposite to paranoid. So when we're paranoid, we believe that everything's going against us and everything's conspiracy and everything's against us and whatever, okay? Everything's set to bring us down. But when we have pronoia, it's the belief that everything's going for us. And I really love that, and I really feel that. And I just get reminded a lot to feel into that by, like, when I have extreme good luck, like somebody coming in and giving me some encouragement for the work I'm doing. That to me is a classic example of feeling pronoid. All of a sudden now I feel like, oh, you know, the universe is conspiring to help me. And it is. Even when it feels like it's not, it is. And you know that, because even when we feel like everything's really hard and everything's against us, that is still the universe supporting us, because we're learning so much through those lessons and those mistakes, okay? You know it, and you know we talked about this a lot on the channel. Oh, what a good reading. So, I hope you're enjoying it. Please excuse my hay fever. This lovely guy came in from the Dreams of Gaia. So let's have a look. I'm not good with Roman numerals, and there's a whole set of symbols in this deck that stand for the different elements that I've not learned properly. So just bear with me a second while I take a look. Right, fire. Okay, I thought it was fire. He looks very fiery, doesn't he? 6 of fire. So that'd be like a 6 of rods energy then. So let's see how it translates you, because it's quite way out and different to your average tarot set. This. Two, 4, 5. Okay. 6 of fire. Healing, meditation, negotiation, elaboration, truce, boundaries, there you go. Support, diplomacy. Okay, this is about trying to resolve something. The 6 of fire represents a time of healing through meditation, negotiation or arbitration. It is a time when communication and diplomacy is required in order to end a conflict or dispute. Interesting. There are times in our lives when we may find ourselves caught up in a dispute or a conflict after boundaries have been crossed or our feelings hurt or ego bruised. If lines of communication remain open and both parties are willing, the conflict can be resolved. However, there are often times when both parties find themselves unable to find or maintain the middle ground, and if they must continue to work or play a part in each other's lives, a mediator is required to negotiate or arbitrate a truce. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not being funny, but if Cancer and Capricorn can get along in the astro sky, I talk about the balancing of polarity, then anyone can, and I can see all of that energy in this image as well. He's holding a cup. Look at that, he's holding a cup there that's overflowing with water. You've got your Cancer energy, you've got your heart, you've got your Ace of Cups there. And I mean, he does look really Capricorn as well with those antlers, okay? Almost goat-like energy, a little bit Baphomet. I've got Baphomet here, you can just see his little hooves. Thought I'd bring him in for the Capricorn full moon. He's making that gesture that Baphomet's making as well with the one hand, and that's very so it's all there. It's all there, the polarity between the two figures at the front, those plants growing out of the ground. It's all required to make things grow and blossom and bloom. They look like mini suns. That is quite solstice energy as well. They look like little marigold sort of flowers, little sun sort of flowers. Okay. He's obviously got his crown chakra lit, his third eye open. Alright, he's acting from a higher source. He's bringing things together beautifully. What else have we got here? Okay, I feel like that's pertaining to the world at large at the minute and all of the conflict in the world, because I'll just read this bit to you now and I think you'll know what I mean. It says, there are times when arbitration will be required because neither party is willing to make concessions or allowances for the feelings or rights of the other. It is left to the arbitrator to determine who is in the right based upon the laws of the land. Even if a complete resolution cannot be achieved, the Six of Fire asks that we remain conciliatory at this time. An open mind and a willingness to meet the other party halfway will stand us in good stead. So I feel like that's a warning there against choosing a side, okay? Because this is the world that we're leaving behind. This is what we're being asked to leave behind very much, is a world where there are winners and losers, where there's us and them, where there's, you know, we're on this side, they're on that side. That's what we're being asked to leave behind by Spirit now, okay? That's what we're being asked to leave behind, that Capricorn yard of destiny, okay? Leaving it behind. What we're bringing in is unity consciousness, and that's what that paragraph to me speaks about, unity consciousness, because it's like a little warning there about neither party is willing to make a concession or an allowance for the feelings or the rights of the other, when the truth is we are each other. So an arbitrator has to be brought in, yes. Even if a complete resolution cannot be achieved, the Six of Fire asks that we remain conciliatory at this time, which means we're hoping for reconciliation, yes. An open mind and a willingness to meet the other party halfway will stand us in good stead. That's unity consciousness. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm bringing. That's what I'm hoping to bring with this channel. That's what I'm hoping to wake up in people. That's the intention here, okay? And I know it is a lot of you guys who follow this as well. I know that you're all down with that. Oh, but of course we have to look at what we got going on in ourselves and in our own lives, of where we're holding on, of where we can meet somebody halfway, maybe a family member, maybe a partner, maybe somebody that you work with, maybe different parts of yourself even that you have to accept that seem like they're at odds with each other. I'm getting there. It says, in this circumstance, be sure to keep your emotions under control and have your facts straight. It's exactly what I was feeling at the beginning as well, which is, you know, we can't go forward doing this work and making these decisions while we're unstable, while we're all over the shop. We need to stabilise, okay? We need to keep that in check. Remaining respectful of the laws that are in place and being both courteous and considerate at all times. Your behaviour, your attitude at this time may have a bearing on the outcome, as well as a sound knowledge of your rights and responsibilities. Do not allow a lack of awareness or immoderate behaviour place you at a disadvantage. Wow, excuse my belly rumbling there if you heard that. I only had a small breakfast hours and hours ago. Wow, I feel like that sums up everything that we've been sort of getting through this reading, and I'm so grateful to Spirit for guiding me to this. Okay, just remaining respectful of the laws that are in place, because of course we might want to change the world and we might want to create a whole new world right now, and we might feel very angry with the way these old fashioned structures have been doing things and whatever, but they're there, okay? So they're to be respected. We're not going to change them overnight. We're not going to change them by being disrespectful. And I'm being shown now the riots and the energy of the riots is coming in really strongly for me. And you know, on this channel I like to keep talking about the nitty-gritty of what we call politics to a minimum and just go in with the general energies, but I'm being shown very clearly I need to talk about the riots right now, because that's exactly what I'm being shown. That energy of wanting to go in and smash everything up to make a point, while we might be able to understand it, because these structures do need a shake up and because things do need to be looked at and do need to change, absolutely. Going about it in a way that's disrespectful is solving nothing. It's solving nothing, and that's what that energy is chatting about. We need to remain respectful. We need to remain respectful. There's a way of getting things done diplomatically. We're trying to create a new world. We're trying to create a better system for living in. Okay, if we all want to create these better systems for living in than we've been living under. We want to say goodbye to those old systems, and that's all great and everything. But we're not going to create those new systems for living in while we're coming at them in the same, to destroy them and mess them up in the same energy that created them. That it's not going to work. We have to find a whole new frequency, whole new energy to come in and come about changing things around us, okay, changing those systems for the better, so that people are treated fairly, and the planet itself is being, I mean, I try to keep it to a minimum on this channel, as you know. It's not about what in my mind I feel, but I know I'm not the only one, and I know I'm not. The actual planet itself should be of paramount and first importance, you know, and then we should be looking at different structures of how we treat each other around the world, etc. Yeah, and that's how we go about it, is by being respectful, okay, by keeping an open heart, by being willing to meet each other halfway, all right, not by having to be right, or just use and abuse, not by having to hold on and always be right and always have things done your way. That's not how we're going to change. That's not how we're going to change things, my loves, okay? That's coming in really, really strongly, and I feel like I need to leave it there and stop now. I feel like that message has come across and landed with you guys. Thank you all so much for watching my channel and my little offering. It's wonderful to be back. I have missed doing these videos. I really enjoy doing these videos. It's one of my favourite things to do, to be honest with you, out of all the different various bits and bobs of work that I do. But please help me to grow the channel, because I'm literally so seriously considering leaving this channel behind. These swords. Move this forward. Until, yeah, Spirit sent me somebody who's just reignited my mojo, let's put it like that. I'm also excited to today chat with you lovelies. So let's see what the Arcanum Tarot has to clarify. We've got an Ace of Swords. You can't not think of Excalibur. Excuse me. I need to eat. Can't not think of Excalibur when you see an Ace of Swords. Sword of Truth, Sword of Justice. Okay. And we've got a Knight of Pentacles. That's very Capricorn. That's very Earth energy. Okay. Just see if there's anything else at all. Is there any other? Okay. A Queen of Wands, fire. And a Three of Pentacles. Okay. Love that. Alright then. So let's use those four for clarification of this reading. I'm glad, happy that the ears came out straight away like that. Absolute clarity going forward, absolute clarity with what we're about and what we're not about, absolute clarity, absolute ease in using our sword to cut off what we don't need to do anymore. Those stubborn, rigid parts of ourselves and of society as a whole needs to go. And I always say with the Ace of Swords, it doesn't have to be a warlike energy that you use the Ace of Swords in. It can be more the energy of a surgeon, I feel, which is very precise, very calm, very polite, very respectful. Very respectful. Thank you for bringing us what you brought us in the past with that energy, but it is not necessary anymore where we're going. Okay. Knight of Pentacles shows us that things are moving slow. We need to slow down. You know, they're moving fast here, they're moving slow, and it's all... we're definitely going to arrive at our goal. We're absolutely sure we're going to arrive at our goal, but we've got to do it with the stability of this knight. He's very stable. Of all the knights move forward, all the knights talk about forward moving action, but the Knight of Pentacles is the slower one, okay? But he's the steadiest one. It's about bringing a bit of stability in. Otherwise, we've got all this fire, we've got all this emotion, all this anger building up in the world, rioting going on, or what have you, right? Yeah, and we need to stabilise. We as a spiritual community, we as light workers and star seeds and whatever you identify with, we are the ones that need to take responsibility for being stable, okay? For stabilising your energy and understanding that what you're stabilising in your life is being spread out onto the macrocosm, is affecting greater large, okay? So stabilising energy. We're still moving forward, we're still covering ground, but let's do it at a stable and even pace. We've got a Queen of Wands. She's a beautiful Queen of Wands, this Queen of Wands. I love her. Look at her there. She's so gorgeous. She's got a beautiful black cat there, as we often see with the Queen of Wands. She's not scared of thinking outside the box. She is divine feminine energy that is able to go forward and boldly claim whatever she desires in the world around her, okay? She's not scared of being a little bit different and a little bit outside the box. And right now, being outside the box is not being an energy of a rioter or the thing is, when these sorts of protests get out of hand, it's like in sentiment you can totally understand it, but in actual actions, what the heck are you doing, you know? And I'm feeling now with the Queen of Wands energy, she can make stuff happen. Okay, she doesn't care what other people think of her either. I've got to say that. It's time to let go of caring what other people think of you. It's time to be yourself, fully yourself, and to embody that Queen of Wands energy. That, you know, it's not, she's not sitting back waiting for things to change. It's not that. It's not that we're saying that, or remove yourself from the energy of watching too much news and getting too involved and don't go rioting, because it's not that. She's boldly speaking up. Queen of Wands is bold. She'll speak up. She'll speak up when she sees injustice. She'll point it out, you know, and she'll go after creating what she wants to see in the world. But she's still very dignified. But she's still a queen, okay? She's still, I mean, look at her. Look at her. Look at that gown she's wearing. She's not off to battle. She's off for business. She's off for business and pleasure, this one. Look at her. You know? And that's it. We've got to create that new world out of a different energy than of the energy of destruction. She's not wearing a suit of armour. She's wearing a red velvet gown, you know? Yeah, it's a tricky one. Okay, 3 Pentacles. Moving on. See how this ties together. Yeah, so this is about getting recognition for something that we've worked hard on. It's been an art, it's been a skill, it's something artisan, and it is very artisan what we're doing. The light weaving, the light working, the energy that we're weaving on this planet now to create a new world, those first strands of a tapestry that we're creating, to build a new picture of humanity at this time that we're living in, with all of the history that's unfolding around us. It is an art, it is a skill, and that's why I say, because it's such a juxtapositive energy. It's both fierce and feminine, you know. It's both Capricorn and Cancer. It's both fire and water. It's all of that, okay. But it's being brought together very skillfully, which the Three of Pentacles talks about. Something very, very skilled, something very artisan, something very precise. And it's actually starting to be recognised as valuable in the world. So staying calm, while at the same time really caring about all of this very serious stuff that's going on out there. Being open to letting go of your old ways of doing things and understanding what needs to change. All of that is like a fine-tuned balance. It's an art, it's a skill. It's a skill, and we're doing so well at it. Okay, is there anything else that needs to come in here? I feel like I need to go again and close another show. Okay. Excuse me. Anything else now before we close out? Anything else for the viewers? Please bring any messages forward. Okay. Oh, I love this. I had this morning actually, a 10 of Cups. You don't get better than a 10 of Cups. This is what we're creating. This is what we're heading towards. Okay. We can choose the Lovers. Okay. The Lovers energy. It's about a choice. It's about a choice. Do we choose the old way of doing things where we're all rigid, stuck in our ways, wearing ourselves out, getting all worried about everything that's going on in the world and therefore adding to it? Or are we going to choose this? A 9 to a 10 of Pentacles. Sorry, 7 to a 10 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is about prudence. It's about nurture. It's about she's planted it. She's nurtured it. She's watered it, and now she's taking a little bit of a harvest from it. Okay. Exactly. Very careful nurturing in the 7 of Pentacles. Eventually, we're going to arrive at the 10 of Cups. Wow, a 10 of Cups. Yeah, exactly. That's total emotional fulfillment. That's complete happiness. That's happily ever after for humanity. How many times I get that at the end of one of my readings? If you've looked at my videos before and you follow me, you'll already know. If you haven't, please go back and have a look, because it comes up time and again at the end of a reading. The Spirit brings that in for us, as if to say, you're on the right track. Pay heed to the signs, because they are all around you. They're all around you. Take this reading as a sign. You know, look after yourself, slow down, let go of what we don't need to use anymore, let go of any rigidness or stubbornness within yourself at all. Become a bit more like that Queen of Wands. She still means business, but she doesn't have to put, you know, armour on to do it. And keep just keep nurturing it, keep growing it, keep refining this art of balancing this energy at this time within ourselves and without of ourselves. And so it is, my loves. Really hope you've enjoyed my reading. I've enjoyed it so much. It's really lovely to be back. I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. Every like, share, and if you can share me on social media, please do it. If you can leave me a comment, even if it's just a little emoji, I'll be so grateful to you. It all makes a difference and boosts the channel of the algorithms. If you did want a personal reading with me, please get in touch with me via the email address provided below. I don't approach you and ask you if you want a personal reading. I just don't do that. If anyone does that, they're an impersonator and a scammer, so just be careful. Every single like, every single share, every single subscribe makes all the difference to growing this community, reaching more people with this energy and expanding this energy in the world. So please consider becoming a subscriber if you haven't already. It's completely free to use. You can unsubscribe at any time, and it's really simple to do. Okay, my loves. So I'll leave you with all of that, and hopefully we'll be back in a day or two with another video. All the love and all the light and everything else in between. Okay.